See what you had, where we once landed, show us a chance. You let it slip through your hands. One crooked glance is gonna be my last, and now I guess I get that laugh. So how can it be that you've come crawling back to me? Where would we stand if not for that rant? A word that came to be my first, the curse that we left off at. Did you lose track of all the mishaps? Because before that door was slammed, you had it held wide open. I still can't see how I believe a single thing that you've been saying. So don't wait up, I've heard enough. The one that tries to hide beneath is just to keep memories from me. Was this the plan as you imagined? If so, then how well did it go while you were sitting home alone? How can you act like nothing happened? Cause even that fact can't distract from just how far you fell in. I still can't see how I believe a single thing that you've been saying. So don't wait up, I've heard enough. The one that tries to hide beneath is just to keep memories from me. I still can't see how I believe a single thing that you've been saying. So don't wait up, I've heard enough. The one that tries to hide beneath is just to keep memories from me. Take it all back, see what you had, where we once landed, show us a chance, and slip through your hands. I'm having so much fun. Oh man, sorry. I'm laughing hysterically now. That song is called Wait Up. That one's fun. That's interesting. Man, I love harmonics. I love the harmonics on that thing. That's one of two songs on the new record, the new EP that have harmonics in it that I did not realize until after I recorded the whole thing. That one's fun, dude. Dang. Oh, man. Okay. So, first off, that song called Wait Up, on the record, it's actually recorded on Capo 1. But I decided for like live shows, I want to switch it up because I don't know, it just felt right. So now I capo at 4 right here. Excuse me, burping now. It's more of a subdued vocal, but the funny thing about it, I guess, this is actually the second time I've recorded this song in this version. So in the next one, you'll see. I use my thumb to do the strumming. And this one I use my fingernail. It's a bit of a harder sound to it. That's like kind of the one I'm going to use for the louder arena type shows. Arena shows, sure. But like, like the bigger places. But anyway, so let's tell the story of that song because I don't tell it in the other version. So yeah, this is the second time I've filmed this song. I didn't really like the first take I did on it. I did it like a week ago or something like that, and it just didn't flow right for me in terms of the singing on it. So I was going to post it up last night. Actually, I'm just full disclosure here. I was going to post it up last night, and it just wasn't connecting with my brain enough to where like I felt comfortable with it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to sleep on it, and I'm going to film it again tomorrow. That's now. And just do a better job of it, and feel a little bit more. I wasn't feeling it in that first one that I did, and I definitely felt this one. I had a lot of fun. So this song is about the girl that gave me the ultimatum. I believe I mentioned that in a different video. And she thought I was going to give up what I wanted to do in my life, which is play guitar, sing, and do this stuff, basically. At the time, I was in a different band. I'm not in a band now, I'm just doing my own thing. But I was in a band called Still Sky's Limit. And we were gaining some traction at that point, and she gave me the ultimatum. And it was so just sideswiped me. I was sideswiped by it. And I just, it caught me so off guard. Obviously, we broke up, whatever. Life goes on. But she kept trying to get back together with me after that, like, for honestly about 4 months. And she made it very well known. Honestly, she sat in the parking lot of my job at times, which was kind of not uncomfortable for me, I guess. It was just like, nah, it ain't gonna work out. But so she thought I was going to change my mind eventually, and when she realized that I wasn't going to, that's when she started kind of coming at me in that direction, doing the whole the love bombing thing, where like trying to say that everything was, we had a great relationship and whatever, and it was just not it. So the song, the first half of it, is about the situation. Literally the term, a word that came to my first, the curse that we left off at is, my first word was SH, that. And she said that she was tired of and that I needed to get a real job, use my college degree, and she was sick of it, or she was sick of this, that kind of thing. And again, it was literally in our apartment, and just out of the blue, in my opinion, I think she had just cooked dinner, of all things. And we were doing dishes or something, and it just kind of came out of nowhere. And then I asked her if she was, that was it. It was the ultimatum. I'm like, you sure about this whole thing? She was, and I literally just left and went to my parents' house. And the next couple months, she just thought I would change my mind and give up on everything and just go, oh yeah, you know what, you're right. I need to quit doing what I like to do and get a real job. But when she realizes that didn't work out, the last verse of this song touches on that, and it's like, yeah, it's not going. Your plan isn't going very well. Clearly, it's like it ain't happening. Sorry about it. But yeah, so that's what this one is. It's like I don't know. It's kind of a pseudo country-ish song, right? The little. I love that. I love that little thing. So I've had this song for a while. I'm not sure if I told this story before, but if I did not, I should have known that it was coming to its end in 2011. This song is obviously younger than 2011. It's past that, but I went to the 2011 World Series Game 7, right? And she was upset at me for calling in sick to work, which, by the way, I didn't actually. Okay, let's call it calling in sick. What I did was, all of the people I worked with knew me very well. I'm a huge St. Louis Cardinals fan. I was born in St. Louis. My mom is the biggest Cardinals fan you will ever see in your entire life. And I am right there with her. So the Cardinals won Game 6 on a just insane. If you ever want to see the best baseball game, and it's not even biased, the best baseball game I've ever seen is Game 6 of the 2011 World Series. I wasn't there for it. I was literally in an apartment in Anaheim, California, watching it on a small TV. A guy named David Freese hits a walk-off home run in, I think it was the 11th inning. After it's just a back-and-forth insane game. And then, so us being crazy Cardinal fans, we literally bought tickets to Game 7, which was in St. Louis, Missouri, mind you. We were in California. We got onto a flight in LAX at we left from LAX at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. Well, we got there 4 or 5 a.m. Flew to St. Louis, watched the game, hung out with my cousins who live there, by the way, and then flew back the next morning. So we were gone for 18 hours, maybe at best. But yeah, my girlfriend at the time, the one this song is about, was so mad that I called in sick to work that she didn't speak to me the entire time I was gone. Again, it was only 18 hours or whatever, but it was a big deal to me, honestly. It's my favorite baseball team is in Game 7 of a World Series. That is so rare. But, at home, which is even more rare. I mean, 50-50 shot there, right? With the teams in the World Series. Anyway, but my coworkers were all gung-ho about it. We were texting back and forth. They were like, heck yeah, man. They didn't care that I wasn't going to work. Again, that's a whole aside, I guess. But that should have been kind of the first sign that things were going south, I guess. In that we weren't really seeing eye to eye on a lot of stuff, I guess. And that's the glaring one for me. But yeah, so this song is about that moment when she gave me the ultimatum of get a real job or whatever, I'm done. And I don't know. People just diverge. I've mentioned that before with other people. You want different things, I guess, at certain points. And I would never ask anyone to give up what they love to do. I didn't ask her to give up what she loved to do, so I don't see why she should have asked me that. But she's a good person. She's cool. I haven't talked to her in years now. She kept trying to get me to come back for quite a while, and finally she drove over to my parents' house at one point and sat outside, and I had to go tell her this is just, I told you before, it's just not gonna, I'm not gonna give up on this. I'm not gonna stop playing music. And I wasn't even being a jerk about it or anything. It was it wasn't gonna happen. It's I don't know. I'm sure people have been in those situations where it's it just wasn't working. It's okay, if you don't like this aspect of my life, which is literally the biggest part of me. She went to a bunch of my shows. She was super supportive. And she saw how we were kind of growing. So, I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't make sense to me. But people have their desires and needs. Again, I cannot control that. So that happened. But, the idea of taking it back. The crooked glance thing is seriously? What the heck's going on here? Yeah, it's just... And then the mishaps thing is there's coming in and doing love bombing thing. It's did you lose track of everything bad that was going on? Or was it just, hindsight being rose-colored glasses or something? But anyway, I love that song. I'm rambling on now. I'm very glad I re-recorded or refilmed this, re-recorded, filmed, whatever you want to call this. Because that went way more fun. That one was way more fun. That went way more fun. That went way better. It was a lot more fun. It is 98 degrees in this car now. We're about to go through a major heat wave here in Florida for the next week. And then it's going to rain all next week. I don't know when you're going to see this, but it is early June of 2024 when I'm filming this. I believe it's June 5th. And it is hot. It is super hot. But, man, that was so fun. Sorry, I'm just having so much fun with this. So, I hope you enjoyed Wait Up. I'm going to stop rambling now. And yeah, I've got not a second version of this one with the fingernail thing. I may post that eventually. I'm not going to throw it away or delete it or whatever. I'm going to keep it. But then the next one you'll see that is a Wait Up version. It's an alternate version of it, and it uses my thumb instead. And I will explain that in the next video whenever that comes up. It'll be down the line somewhere, but it'll be there. But anyway, if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.